One of the things that's important to every seller out there is getting as much money as possible when they sell their home. So when it comes to the listing of a property, part of our association with the National Association of Expert Advisors allows us to bring a process to listing and selling homes. And this is a market-proven process to sell a home for up to 18% more than the neighborhood average.
For once, everything made sense to me. Coming from a high-tech industry, I've always had a very methodological approach to how things need to happen, and just understanding that there was a process and it wasn't that we were going to pick a random number and see if it's stuck.
I remember when I was first exposed to it through the training, I said, wow, is it really possible to sell a home for 18% more than what average agents do? And it was interesting because I was working with a real estate investor client at the time, and we sold 150 homes in 2 years, and he really gave me free rein to implement all of these ideas that we learned. And the very first property that we sold, it sold for 18.7% more than all of the comparable homes in the surrounding neighborhood. And we've just gone on following that process, and that process starts with the preparation of the home.
That's something that we do that's quite a bit different than your average agent. We have a lot of resources through our vendors who can provide construction or landscaping, repairs of any type, even moving walls if necessary, because we know that if we prepare the home for sale, that we'll get more money.
What are the strategic upgrades that we can do? Where can we put money into this house and actually get a return?
He did everything in 7 days. We didn't have to move out of the house.
Even the staging part,
yeah,
not
even
just
the staging part was done.
Next, what we do is we focus on the presentation of the property. And the presentation of the property, we're talking about how do we present that home to the market. So one of the things that we do is we get inspections on a property, which inspections have been around for a while, and we also put a home warranty on the property, and home warranties have been around for a while. But the combination of the two is something we took from the auto industry. Toyota many years back rebranded their used car division Toyota Certified Pre-Owned. The dealer figured out if they did a 78-point inspection, they put a warranty on the car, cost them about $500, and yet those cars would sell for about $2,000 more. If you're buying a car for your wife and you know that it's been inspected and if anything happens, you're covered, there's genuine value in that. So we took the same concept in real estate and applied it to homes, and we found that those homes would sell for 2 to 3% more money. Second to that is we do professional staging. Staged homes are selling for anywhere from 2 to 4% more money. What we also found was that 95% of staged homes would receive an offer within the first 14 days. Once the home is prepared and it's presented, then it's about capturing it in photo and video. We use HDR photography. There's some great technology now called Matterport, which enables a buyer to really have a virtual walkthrough in a home where they can experience it like Google Street View and go through every room in the house and kind of get a full experience of it. That's another way where we showcase those homes in addition to using video. And video now is 68% of consumers are watching video on their mobile devices. The ability to capture that home on video is the next best thing to getting someone inside that home. So once the home is prepared and we've presented it in photo and video, the next piece is that we price the home. And pricing is as much of an art as it is a science. And so we do pre-appraisal on every property that we purchase, because when we are hiring an appraiser, we can actually give guidance to that appraiser to give us his most generous estimate of value. Buyers in the marketplace will trust an appraiser on the value of a property more than they will their realtor. And what we found is that having that appraisal in our marketing package, it began to have a magnetic effect with buyers and when they were putting their offers in. And we've seen is we've been able to get as much as 6% more on the sale price of a property just by having an appraisal that really supports our target price.
We listed the home, and 2 days later accepted, I believe, 7 offers, all of which were above the asking price and very close to what the appraised value that we already knew.
The last house in our own complex had been sold for $200,000 less than what we got. And then the next house that got sold in our complex was just 7 days later, and then they got 50,000 less.
To have the mindset and the thought process of how to innovatively market, especially in this particular area, is something that I think we've achieved great success at. A lot of the marketing or pre-marketing efforts are made immediately after we sign the listing. We're immediately leveraging social media, syndicated websites, private realtor networks, both in the U.S. and overseas, to attract the most qualified and largest buyer pool that we can for that particular property.
We don't offer a lot of gimmicks. We do provide a really consistent level of service. We have a repeatable system, and it's proven that we typically get more money for the sale of a home than your area average. We just do a lot of things right, and that will usually result in a higher sale.
We can cover all the bases and based on our client reviews, deliver a better quality experience for the client. I think we've got an amazing group of people at Jennings Real Estate Experts.